Hello, my name is Courtney Hurley. I'm the head of marketing and partnerships at Ground News. We are the world's first news comparison platform with a database of more than 50,000 news sources. But we're not just a news aggregator. Every day, we process around 30,000 news stories and gather related news stories in one place so that readers can compare news coverage in real time. Educators have been some of our biggest supporters, and it's not hard to see why. At any moment, we can unlock our phone and release a fire hose of information, yet most of us don't have the time or resources to evaluate it thoroughly. To make matters worse, we don't have access to the same information. Algorithms prioritize and sort information for us, often without us knowing. Educators need tools to help students navigate this complex digital world. Here's how Ground News can help. Ground News is a lateral reading tool. This technique, identified by Stanford History Education Group and used by fact-checkers, is a pretty simple concept. When evaluating online sources, leave the site to see what other digital sources say about it. Ground News makes this easy. Here's a recent news story about a protest on the Brooklyn Bridge. The facts of the story are the same, but with a simple swipe, readers can see which details are being emphasized or exaggerated or left out. We don't just look at which sources are reporting, we analyze where they fall on the political spectrum, using independent third-party news monitoring organizations. Knowing the bias of a media outlet can help readers understand how and why a story is being framed in a certain way. It allows readers to see the distribution of coverage across the political spectrum, which leads to the issue of filter bubbles. A filter bubble results when algorithms guess what information a person would like to see based on their browsing habits. Algorithms tend to show us information we like, cutting us off from ideas that might challenge our perspective or expand our worldview. Ground News combats this in a couple of ways. We don't use manipulative algorithms to show readers content we think they'll agree with. In fact, we created a feature called the Blindspot Feed to highlight news they might be missing. This feed puts a spotlight on stories that are underreported by one side of the political spectrum. In this example, the left blind spot is a story about immigration, and the right blind spot is a story about climate change. So media bias is an important factor in ensuring diverse coverage, but so is location. Local news is incredibly important and has a direct impact on our lives. Yet local newsrooms are suffering most under changing business models. If available, we always put local news sources first, right beside national and international news, which gives an on-the-ground perspective that might be missing and a more nuanced understanding of geopolitical issues. Our interactive map feature is a great way to engage with these different perspectives. One of the most important things we do at Ground News is make the invisible visible. We use data and analytics to help our readers understand their news consumption. Our biggest step forward in this area comes with the launch of our Vantage subscription and the My News Bias feature. Now, not only do we help readers analyze information in real time, we allow them to look back at what they chose to consume and make changes to their behavior. Think of it as a health report for your news diet. As a technology company, our goal is to meet people and students where they are with practical solutions. Our website and apps offer the most extensive analysis. But we also have innovative tools, like our free browser extension. Anytime you come across a news story, whether you're on desktop, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, our browser extension will show you which sources are covering that story. When we talk with educators, often the thing they love most about Ground News is that it requires critical thinking. We provide access to diverse sources and organize information in a way that's easy to digest, but ultimately it's up to the reader to practice discernment and be an active participant in their information consumption. Thank you for your time, and please don't hesitate to reach out to the Ground News team with any questions.